section that I've decided that I would touch on a little, because you can't hear some good music sometimes. Sometimes the past staff step out and play it for you since them not know it. If you understand what I mean. But here I got a special guest in the studios with me right here, and her name is Miss Smiley. And I met her last week, and I was so fascinated with what she's doing that I decided that I would have to get her to come here and speak with me. So, Miss Smiley, welcome to Tehila / Reggae Go with Rob. That's just my contribution to the industry on a Saturday. And I know you just introduce your business, and this is more than a business. It's just such a service, and I'm so fascinated with this young lady and what she's doing that I think we all should know about her. Okay, so Miss Smiley, tell us about the Barrels business, and then we'll go a little deeper.
Barrels business,
yeah.
I love it. So my name is Shanette Smiley.
Shanette Smiley. Yeah.
And it was a pleasure meeting you last weekend, and it's a pleasure to be here today.
Well, praise God.
Yes, exactly. So my organization, it's called Barrels by Smiley.
Yes,
and I'll tell you how I get the name. But Barrels by Smiley, it's a nonprofit. It's a 501c3 organization here based in Georgia. And the organization is it's to bless students in need, children in need, to help them with backpack and school supplies, because we know that the need is very it's often for families who are just struggling to find the support and to help their children along the way in their journey, in their education journey. So I founded the organization in 2019, and it started before that, but officially in 2019, I named the organization Barrels by Smiley, and we bless students here in Georgia and in Jamaica, and so we've been going strong since. It's been it's been a journey, and but it's been a blessing as well. It started with 12 backpacks.
Wow!
Only 12.
Wow!
Just a dream and 12 backpacks.
Yeah.
Yes, and I could tell you to date, 2020, 25, we're able to bless about 600 students there, and from then until then, to date, it's been 1,600 students, over 1,600 students. So it's just only God. It's really only God.
I must say this about you, Shanette, that this is her very first radio interview ever.
Ever,
right? And look how many things that she has done. You see what I'm saying? So we have people in. Oh yeah, I need a drum roll for. No, these are the kind of people that we have in our community right here in Atlanta doing their things, and nobody even know that they're doing this. So when I saw her. When I went to get my soup last week, because I go to get my soup after the show, right? And there she was with her barrel thing set up, and then we started to speak to her and found out that she is from the Portland area, St. Thomas. Come down into Port Antonio here. Big up Port Antonio. Andrea Blackburn, you know about St. Thomas. Andrea, you know about Kingston, and you know about Auntie Godsis when we used to come from Kingston and come all the way down to Springbank Road and make our way up on the hill. Big up Andrea, good that you're tuning in. So we have Shanette here, and what a service you have been doing.
Thank you so much.
And
been all over the island.
My God.
So far in St. Thomas, I should say St. Thomas, Portland, and Port Antonio.
Yes.
So far, we're able to bless some families and children last month with the hurricane relief and so forth. So usually I'm in Jamaica in the summer to do the back to school drive and so forth. I partner with the different schools, make sure that I am finding the students who are in need. So the schools and the principal and the staff and the community, advocates in the community, they're the one that really tell me, okay, all right, these are the students that are in need, and so I go according to that. Now, when I tell you that the organization is a ministry to me, it's not just giving back to school supplies. It's not just here, here's a bag, here's some pencil, and go to school and that's it. Every single backpack a child receives,
yes,
have their name on it and an inspirational message.
Yes.
So they have their name tag and an inspirational message on that name tag, because I want them to feel special.
Yes.
I want them to feel love. I want them to feel noticed and seen and confident and just loved, you know. Even though they don't know me or know anyone that is a part of my team, they are having the just smile on their face because they're giving something that, you know, they didn't even think they're going to receive, right? And so it's a blessing to me. I want them to understand that the love stems from what's in my DNA.
Well, praise God. It's got to be a part of you.
It's God.
It's got to be a part of you.
It's God.
You know, and it's God working through you.
Yes.
And when I just asked you questions about the barrels and so forth like that, I didn't know all of this was wrapped up in you. And for years I've been trying to figure out what I'm gonna do as a Port Antonio son.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I was born in Kingston, but I was raised in Port Antonio. Titchfield for 2 years, Titchfield boy, of course. You know? So you know, yeah, of course. But it's beautiful what you're doing and what you're doing in the St. Thomas area and so forth like that. And I also was speaking to a friend of mine that comes out on an earlier show. Her name's Aldarine, about you today. And you are an educator too, right? So you have your background in education.
Yes. Yes,
and you're using your background as well as your love for your culture and for the communities and for the children to do these programs. And I just wanted for folks to let you know that there are people out there that are doing great things. Ordinary people doing extraordinary things, you know, that we don't know about. And sometimes when we find these people and we run across these people, we have to bring them directly into the spotlight and let people know, yeah, somebody's out there working for it. So name specifically some things that you have done in Port Antonio so far.
Okay, so in Port Antonio, we have worked with a school called Boundbrook Primary School.
No, Boundbrook.
Boundbrook.
Big up to all the Boundbrook crew.
Big up to Miss Palmer and the staff.
Yes.
So we have been servicing them since 2021, actually.
Wow.
The organization, when I started with my primary school in St. Thomas, right? Duckenfield Primary School. And I had reached out to a principal years ago, and I just said, you know, I really want to do something. And this was way before I even made the organization a nonprofit, right?
Okay, all right.
I was just going to Jamaica and putting things in my suitcase.
Yes.
And just going on vacation and putting things in my suitcases, backpacking school supplies, and just giving it out to the kids in the community. So 1 year I said, man, you know, and it, you know, the funny thing is, I wrote this dream years ago.
Well, praise God, praise God.
Years and years ago. And so when I go back in my notes, in my journal, I could see even students that I've blessed and have a relationship with and having a youth program in Connecticut, they'll tell me now, like, Miss Smiley, you said this to us like when you were, you know, doing youth program with us, you know?
Yes.
And I'm like, wow. So I end up saying, okay, all right, I want to do this, right? I want to give back. So I end up reaching out to that principal, and I said, okay, this is what I have. I only have 12 backpacks.
My God.
So please just select 12 students for me, and I'll be in Jamaica on vacation in 2 weeks.
Yes.
And so I'll be there to give the stuff to the kids, right? And it started from there, and then that was maybe in 2011.
Wow.
Yes. And so then my husband keeps saying, what are you doing with this barrel store? What are you doing? What are you doing? And then I said, you know what? I really need to pick it up, and I need to really go forward with it and make it an organization. So in 2019, I made it a 501c3 organization here in Georgia, and so it's just been a blessing. So in 2019, I started with Duckenfield Primary School again, and did about 75 students that year. And it just continued after that. We're able to extend. So Boundbrook came on board in 2021 because pandemic happened in 2020. And then we have done Golden Grove Primary and Infant
What?
in St. Thomas.
In the St. Thomas area.
Yes.
Golden Grove. Big up to this Golden Grove crew.
Big up Golden Grove Primary and Infant.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
And so from there, they've been on board with us since 2023, okay. Right? So we have done school in Portland, Amity Hall Primary. We have done Johnson Mountain Primary School, way up in the bush where I'm from.
Yeah, well, you know.
We have done Dalvey Primary and Infant. We have gone to basic schools, Hampton Basic School in St. Thomas. So we have done a lot of schools in St. Thomas, Portland, and Port Antonio so far, and it's been a wonderful blessing. I tell you, the smiles on the kids' faces, it is my joy. When I tell you, that's what keeps me going, because the customs and WAF and all the trials and tribulations and the challenges happened, and I cannot tell you that we don't have those challenges. But I know that this is my God-given purpose.
Well, praise God.
It's in my DNA.
And I was so glad that you meet me, because I am in school here in August. But of course, Miss Smiley is going to help me to do some things in July when I get down there into the Port Antonio area, because I always wanted to do some stuff to give back to the children in Port Antonio. And Miss Smiley is going to help me out, because I can't be there in August. I got to be back here in school in August, but I could do some stuff in July. And my word to you is, whatever you can do.
Yes.
What you've come to the diaspora, you have lived in the United States, or you're in Canada or wherever. God has given you certain opportunities, certain skills, certain talents, certain visions, and you now need to take those back home to your people. Take them back to our people. Help a child out, and we gotta give her a drum roll again. Come on, these are the people that I'm talking about right here. Miss Smiley, I have to give you a drum roll for the things that you're doing. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Thank you. And I want to say this.
Yes.
Not only that we have our God-given purpose, right? And everyone has it, and it's just us to uncover.
Yes.
Right? And not only even for the backpack and the school supplies that we provide for the students. And when I tell you, my family, my friends, the supporters, Golden Cross Restaurant, I thank you, because the last few years you let me sit out and fundraise as much as I can, and it helps, to get some costs off. But every single person that have given $1, a penny, $100, whatever they have given, supplies, I am so grateful, because it takes a village. It takes every single person that believes in this mission, believes in what I've done so far, and it's just continued to grow. And I big out to my husband, because he keep pushing me, keep pushing me. He went to Titchfield. Yes. And we also help students. If we do get the devices and so forth, students are given laptop, Chromebooks, and so forth to help them with their education as well. I make sure that they're performing well and so forth. I run a program online as well, Barrels by Smiley Youth Empowerment Club. Club stands for Chosen, Love, Unique, Bless. These students show up for the last 2 years with me. I tell you, every other Sunday for a couple hours to learn, to grow. We talk about what's going on in their life, what's going on social media, bullying and self-esteem and hygiene and sexual relationships and sustaining and all those different things that affect youth today. So I love them. I call them my kids, my beautiful, handsome ones and so forth, because they're growing and they're making themselves set apart from all the other kids out there. So that's one thing that that is part of the organization as well. And also too, we have a project called the Barrels by Smiley body hygiene initiative.
Right.
We help students here in Georgia. I talk to schools here and children about hygiene and how, you know, their body is going through the different changes and so forth. And we give out the different supplies and so forth and the packages and everything like that. So it's just been a wonderful blessing. We take part in the winter coat drive with different communities and organization communities, I should say, here in Georgia as well. So not only we're doing stuff here locally, you know, we're spreading across, and we're in Jamaica. Last year we did 7 schools and 1 organization. So it's just been a blessing, and I thank you for having me here. And yeah, check us out. You know, the proof is in the pudding.
That's right. That's right. Well, you know, it's
in the smiles, I should say. It's in the smiles.
In the smiles of the children, you know, yes, on the faces of the children.
Yes, that's it.
And I spoke to you about my initiative in Port Antonio. That's going to be my little part that I want to adapt right now. Yes. I wish I could give it to the entire Jamaica.
Yes.
What's Port Antonio that's got a special spot in it?
I know. Just like St. Thomas.
There's a St. Thomas.
Yes,
It's all right. It's all right. You know? But just as long as we do for our folks back home.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, and guess what?
Exactly.
We're going to have you back again. This is only the start, because I love your outlook. I love your get up and go mentality, because for you to be doing this all by yourself, I've never seen you on another radio program or television. Yeah. So some people out there are not looking for the spotlights. They're just doing what they need to do, and because of that, God will bring them into the spotlight. So that's what He has done for you. It's been a pleasure having you here with you. I've got another guest coming up, but guess what? We're going to have you back, all right? Where are you going to talk? You know?
Yes,
seriously,
definitely.
All right?
Visit us, barrelsbysmiley.org, and check us out on Facebook as well. And just, you know, go ahead and see the testimonials of the parents on our website and the faces of the students as well. On our website and on social media, and you could sponsor a child as well, and you just never know. Yeah, all those good stuff. So we thank you. I thank you so much, Mr. Shaw, for having me.
Of course, man. Of course.
DJ
DJ Red. For somebody, whenever they were read it in the field before, boy, she looked like she want to take over this radio show.